salvation. Every passing year, fuel prices climb higher, cities suffocate under layers of smog, and the climate clock ticks with an urgency that no one can ignore. Against this backdrop of uncertainty and crisis, a figure from Zimbabwe emerges, bringing with him not just hope, but a radical vision that could fundamentally alter the course of human history. His name is Maxwell Chikumbutso, a man little known outside certain circles, but whose ideas and inventions carry the potential to rewrite everything we understand about transportation and energy. Unlike most inventors whose work refines existing concepts or introduces incremental improvements, Maxwell's creation defies categorization. It is not another electric vehicle dependent on charging stations, nor is it a hybrid clinging to the remnants of fossil fuel infrastructure. What he has built is something far more audacious and seemingly impossible: a truly self-powered car, a machine capable of generating its own energy as it moves, requiring no refueling, no recharging, no dependence on external grids, and theoretically capable of driving forever. When Maxwell first unveiled this invention to the public, it was met with a mixture of disbelief and awe. As he pulled back the tarp from the prototype, the crowd was silenced by what they saw: a sleek, futuristic body that shimmered under the lights, its surface embedded with integrated solar panels designed to harvest even the faintest glimmers of sunlight. There was no roar of an engine when he activated it, no explosion of combusted fuel. Instead, the car came to life with a quiet hum, the sound of engineered perfection, as if whispering that the age of roaring engines was finally giving way to something gentler yet infinitely more powerful. Its chassis, built from advanced lightweight composites, was sculpted with an elegance born of both art and science, informed by countless hours of wind tunnel simulations and inspired by biomimicry, borrowing nature's most efficient forms to minimize drag and maximize performance. Yet, while its exterior beauty and aerodynamic grace captured immediate attention, the true marvel of this machine resided in its invisible heart, its revolutionary energy system. Embedded throughout the vehicle were multiple energy harvesting modules working in harmony. Every surface, from the roof to the wheels, had been designed with a purpose: to capture, store, and repurpose energy from the world around it. The solar cells, advanced far beyond conventional panels, were able to collect power even under cloudy skies, ensuring a consistent flow of energy. The kinetic systems transformed the car's own motion into usable power, recharging internal batteries as it moved. Electromagnetic waves, the invisible sea of frequencies that envelopes our world thanks to communication towers, satellites, and natural fields, were captured and converted into supplementary charge. Even braking, so often a waste of motion in traditional vehicles, became an opportunity for renewal through regenerative systems. What Maxwell created was, in every sense, a closed-loop system, a design that echoed the once fictional dream of perpetual motion but grounded it in real-world engineering, innovation, and a deep respect for physics. Standing beside his invention, Maxwell radiated a calm humility, yet his eyes betrayed a fire, a vision that burned brighter than any spotlight. In his soft but unwavering voice, he reminded the world that this was not just about a car, it was about freedom. Freedom from pollution, freedom from dependence on fossil fuels, freedom from the economic stranglehold of rising energy prices, and freedom from the idea that our future had to be bound by scarcity. This freedom, he insisted, was not a luxury to be hoarded by the wealthy, but a right that should be accessible to everyone everywhere. What made Maxwell's achievement even more remarkable was not just the machine itself, but the story of the man behind it. Unlike many of the names dominating today's technological landscape, Maxwell's journey did not begin in the research labs of MIT or in the design studios of Tesla. He grew up in Zimbabwe, surrounded not by state-of-the-art equipment but by discarded electronics, salvaged radios, and scraps that most others saw as junk. With no formal engineering degree, Maxwell taught himself the language of circuits, magnets, and motion. He learned through trial and error, through late nights of tinkering, and through countless failures that eventually gave way to breakthrough after breakthrough. His earlier inventions, including a self-powered generator and a hybrid drone capable of extended flight, had already attracted attention and hinted at his unique genius. But this car was the culmination of over a decade of relentless, almost solitary experimentation, driven not by corporate funding but by sheer determination and belief. To truly understand the power of Maxwell's self-powered car, one must appreciate the physics that underpin it. Energy, as the laws of thermodynamics remind us, cannot be created or destroyed, but it can be harvested, redirected, and transformed. Maxwell's design leverages this principle by pulling from the multiple streams of energy constantly surrounding us. Solar radiation, abundant and relentless, is the most obvious, but Maxwell's brilliance was in refusing to stop there. By developing systems that captured ambient RF energy from the signals saturating our modern environment, along with proprietary magnetic induction methods that tapped into underutilized magnetic fields, he was able to expand the scope of usable energy sources. Even vibrations from road surfaces and thermal energy from the sun's heat became part of the system, turned into something useful rather than wasted. What emerged was a multi-layered adaptive system that dynamically balanced its inputs, constantly adapting. An AI-driven management core monitored and redirected flows of energy, ensuring that the car was all learning from driver habits and adapting over time. Unlike conventional EVs that rely on heavy charging